Stillwater is a place that brings us all together. The Cowboy family, loyal and true. Different ages, different backgrounds, different dreams. It's where we learn, grow, meet friends, march, and cheer. It's late nights, pizza, and cheese fries, downtown, and the Strip. It's a place to connect with classmates, the community, and with the world. When it's time to move on, well, we may leave it, but it never leaves us. It's a place where we can always come back to see our family. We do that because it's home, and it always will be.
It is my pleasure to present the Oklahoma State University Spring and Summer 2021 degree candidates and 2020 graduates from the Spears School of Business. And now, please stand for the entrance of the platform party.
Please join me in thanking the OSU Pipes and Drums, led by Major William Keatrick. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Vern Sargis, president of Oklahoma State University, and I would like to welcome you to OSU's 142nd commencement ceremony. Please remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem, followed by our state song.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, we're always singing, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay, show me, Oklahoma State.
Please be seated. We're very pleased to have with us this afternoon the members of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education. First, from Ardmore, the chair, Ann Holloway. From Tulsa, Joseph Parker. And from McAllister, Justice Stephen Taylor. Please stand so we can thank you. Yeah. It's also my pleasure to introduce the members of the OSU A&M Board of Regents who are with us today. I invite them to stand as I call their name, and we'll applaud them as a group, or you can do it individually if you owe the money. From Guthrie, the chair, Rick Davis. From Stillwater, Calvin Anthony. From Edmond, Oklahoma, Gerald Callahan. And from Elk City, Joe Hall. And our board CEO, Jason Ramsey from Edmond. At this time, I'd like to introduce two key members of OSU's administration. First, our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Jeanette Mendez, Interim Provost and Senior Vice President, and Gary Clark, Senior Vice President and General Counsel. Please stand so that we may recognize you. Thank you. And I now ask the Faculty Council Chair, Gina Peak, to bring greetings, followed by greetings from the immediate past President of the Student Government Association, Jaden Cassets, and then the chair of our Board of Regents, Rick Davis. Gina?
Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty of Oklahoma State University, We want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this special day for you and your families. As I look at all of you, I see resilience. As Chair of Faculty Council, I'm grateful for your patience, persistence, and loyalty. Of all of the successes of OSU, from accomplishments in the classroom to the athletic field, to helping the citizens of our state solve problems to enhance their lives, this Commencement Day is no doubt our most important and significant success as an institution. The entire OSU community has supported you during the last few years, and it is with pride and immense satisfaction that we watch you walk across the stage today. In a few short moments, you will be among less than 10% of the world's population that has earned a bachelor's degree. Special congratulations to all of the first-generation students in the audience today. I'm first generation as well. We welcome you to this community of scholars. We encourage you to enjoy this moment, and we look forward to watching you make a positive impact in our world. On a side note, if after graduating you see one of us out and about, don't be afraid to stop and say hello. You have enriched our lives, and it is you, the students, who make this such a special and rewarding place to work. Again, take some time to enjoy this moment. Celebrate this occasion with your friends and family who have supported you over the years. And make sure that you don't forget tomorrow is Mother's Day. Congratulations, and of course, go Pokes.
On behalf of the student body, congratulations, class of 2021, on this momentous achievement. This is no small feat. Among us are first-generation college students, veterans, parents, and all of us have been working diligently for years in hopes of coming to this moment. Countless hours of lectures, exams, group projects, and late nights in Edmond Lowe have led us here. So what comes next? No doubt many of us feel uncertain during these times when so much ahead seems unknown. Do not, however, let the current state of the world dull the effect of what you have accomplished. Allow it to push you forward with more veracity and passion than ever before. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the person who is in the arena, whose face is marred with dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. Our OSU education has instilled in us the ability to dare greatly in this way. We are leaving Stillwater with much more than just a piece of paper. No matter the path in front of you, be it graduate school, a 9-to-5 job, or going home to the family farm, take the cowboy code with you wherever you go. End the day knowing you gave it everything you had. Do what's right, even when it's hard. Stand for what matters, even if you stand alone. Thank you for your service to our university and for the example you have set for those who will come after you. Oklahoma State University is better today than it was when you arrived. Congratulations, Cowboys, and go Pokes.
President Hargis, candidates for degrees, and certainly family members and guests. It is my privilege today to stand before you on behalf of my fellow board members on the OSU Board of Regents and bring greetings to all of you, but especially congratulations to the OSU classes of 2020 and 2021. We are all excited to be able to celebrate and share this wonderful day with you. I think for most OSU graduates, as we think back on our lives and our time spent on this campus, we realize what a critical role our time here played in our life's journey and our life's successes. Now, many other factors are ultimately going to determine how you serve, work, and live. But on this one occasion, I think we can all admit that OSU is important to all of us. I would like to pause right here for a moment and just acknowledge that our board recognizes that as a result of this past year's pandemic, it has been an extremely difficult and challenging educational environment for our administration, our faculty, our staff, and for our students. We want to thank you for your dedication, for your sacrifice, for your persistence that led to this day throughout all these unprecedented challenges. You have made this day possible for all of us. But you know, graduates, today is about you. We're all here to celebrate you, to honor you, this incredible milestone in your lives. We hope that your time here has made a difference in your lives and will have opened doors to worlds of opportunities as you proceed. We want to thank you for choosing OSU and choosing to become a part of our family, because it is a choice. We know that as you move forward, you will certainly enhance the name of OSU through your careers, your families, and your service to a greater good. So congratulations on this remarkable achievement. Graduates, I do want to share with you today that I know with certainty that your time here at OSU is vastly different than what it would have been without the efforts of our commencement speaker today, President Burns Hargis. As a result of his transformative leadership on our institution, our OSU community is in a far better place than when he and Ann arrived almost 13 years ago. During his tenure, OSU has seen over 51,000 new freshmen, including 4 of the 5 largest freshman classes in our institution's history. We have seen a 139% increase in minority enrollment and have granted over 70,000 new college degrees. He hasn't done it alone. He has enlisted the help of 81,000 other new donors to OSU to help raise an almost incredible $2.25 billion in private support for our institution. So I look forward, like I know you do, to hearing him sharing his thoughts today. And I would just say, with our gratitude, Mr. President, we look forward to hearing you. Please welcome President Burns Hargis.
Thanks very much, Rick, for your kind words. I'll tell you, with all the nice things that are being said about Ann and me, it's almost like we're attending our own funeral. This is my 27th and last group of commencement ceremonies as president. I thought I'd get a standing ovation because of that. But because of COVID, we, of course, had to move outside. The last time we were outside in this stadium was in 2006 when President George W. Bush addressed our graduates. So compared to that graduation address, you have definitely been downgraded. First and foremost, congratulations to the graduates, and I am so proud of you and that you have done it. You've finished the race, and against great odds indeed. And you can't imagine the relief and joy that your family feels as they watch you cross the stage. Of course, a good part of that euphoria is their pride in seeing you graduate, but some of it is they're getting a raise. It might be a good time to ask for money. You know, some say they made it on their own, but of course that's nonsense. Nobody makes it on their own. What you have achieved is the product of your dedication, but it's also on behalf of a lot of hard work that was done for you and with you. Accordingly, congratulations are in order for the family and friends that are here to support our graduates. Let's give them a round of applause. And I'd like to offer a special thanks to the OSU faculty and staff that helped guide and support the students on their journey. Without their tireless and courageous work, today would not be possible. Faculty, you have navigated this pandemic so that our students can complete their degrees. Let's recognize our faculty and staff. Now, I stepped down from the president's job July 1st to welcome our new president, President Casey Shrum. Our future is very bright under Casey's leadership. I know she loves the students. After all, 5 of her 6 children attend OSU. two of which graduated this morning with degrees from the Ferguson College of Agriculture. But today, we're celebrating the Spears School of Business. And a lot has happened during the time you have been here at the Spears School, not the least of which, of course, was the opening of the iconic new building. The building just next to it was new when I was in school. That was a business school in those days. They also introduced a new undergraduate core curriculum with a focus on business concepts and skills that students need to be successful in their careers. They became the first business school in the nation to train Korn Ferry competencies to all undergraduate students. The Easton Center for Career Readiness has greatly expanded the career preparation opportunities for the Spears students. Entrepreneurship students excelled in state and national business plan competitions. And of course, the OSU's award-winning hospitality and tourism management program moved to the Spears School of Business. My thanks to Dean Ken Eastman and the Spears School team. Now, as you probably dread, it's obligatory for a commencement speaker to offer a little advice. And I realize it needs to be short. There was a commencement speaker at Yale University and went on with the letter Y, and youth and yearning, and then attitude with a yay, and then L for learning, and so on. It just went on and on. And after the speech, he went up to a student and said, "How did you like my speech?" And the kid said, "Well, I'm just glad I wasn't graduated from Massachusetts Institute of Technology." And my friend Steve Taylor always taught me the one about being a commencement speaker is like being a corpse at a funeral. You kind of have to be there, but nobody wants you to say much. So anyway, if you cut just bullet points, have a plan. Boone Pickens always said that a fool with a plan can beat a genius without one. But your plan needs to be adjustable. As that great philosopher Mike Tyson said, "I always have a plan until I get hit." Like the song says, be happy. Stay positive. Get in the habit of smiling. People like to be around happy people. And don't tell other people your troubles. Half of the people don't care, and the other half are kind of glad you're having them. And by the way, don't post mean things on social media. And before you post a picture of yourself or others, envision how proud your family or the other person's family would feel. And by the way, delete those tweets you sent to me when I wouldn't close school for snow. And be persistent. Try new things. Don't be afraid to fail. Remember, Churchill said, "Success is never fatal and failure is never final." If you're successful, keep going. Don't put your feet up on the handlebars and just glide on. Many are counting on you. And if you fail, dust off and get up again. Henry Ford said there's two kinds of people. There's those that think they can and those that think they can't, and they're both right. I'm going to, just a few persistence examples. Michael Jordan was rejected from his high school basketball team. Dr. Seuss tried to publish Green Eggs and Ham 23 times before he got it. Elvis flunked music. Garth Brooks almost went broke before Friends in Low Places. Boone Pickens almost went broke several times, but here we are in the house that Boone built. And another grad, a guy named Burns Hargis, ran for governor and lost. Some even said I put the word goober in gubernatorial. But we all persevered. And that's the end of the advice for the day. A little over 13 years ago, Ann and I joined OSU. There have been successes, and there have been failures, and there have been tragedies, terrible tragedies, and wonderful triumphs. Facilities have been built. Our campus has been made truly beautiful. And we've shown what happens when the Cowboy family comes together. So we'll miss all that, but mainly we'll miss the students. We'll miss you and all that have come before you. The students have always embraced Ann and me and shared their boundless energy and excitement. And so being part of your day, which is the highlight of your time at OSU and the proudest day of your family and friends, is an incredible privilege. Every graduating class at OSU is special, but I would say you are extra special. You have navigated through the global pandemic, had to learn like no other students ever have had to make, you made face mask a fashion statement. The flexibility and commitment and attitude you've demonstrated have served you very well. You now have the knowledge, the skills, the courage to achieve great things, and I'm confident you will. Congratulations, graduates. We're very proud of you, and go Pokes. We're also very proud to recognize the accomplishments of the graduating seniors who today are receiving their respective honors college degrees. OSU confers the honors hood on these students to recognize their outstanding academic accomplishments. Students receiving honors college degrees are denoted in the program, and I ask that all honors students please stand and be recognized as a group. Honor student, please stand. Thank you. In recognition of the outstanding scholastic achievement, it's now our pleasure to recognize the newest members of OSU's chapter of Phi Kappa Phi, who are wearing the distinctive Phi Kappa Phi cords. This honorary scholastic fraternity is reserved for those whose academic ranking places them in the upper 10% of their class. Will the members of Phi Kappa Phi of this graduating class please stand and be recognized? Well done. Among the graduates today, we are privileged to have individuals who have spent long hours training in our reserve officer training programs. These individuals represent the future of the United States military, either on active duty or in the reserves or as members of the Oklahoma National Guard. And they'll serve as newly commissioned second lieutenants in the Army or the Air Force. For this ceremony, will the newly commissioned second lieutenants please stand and be recognized? Thank you for pledging your service to our country. Before we present the candidates and graduates, I would like to ask you to join me in recognizing, again, the very special people that led you through to this day. Will the faculty representing Oklahoma State University this morning please stand and remain standing so we may thank you. There's one additional group I would like to recognize and honor today, and Gina made reference to this. Would all the mothers please stand so we can thank you? I think I saw one graduate whose mother was, did we just have, oh good, there you are. Great job. Yeah, and tomorrow, be sure and call your mom. Don't just text her. At this time, we will begin the recognition of students. As you know, during this program, we're recognizing the Spears School of Business. I want to advise that we have professional photographers everywhere taking pictures of each candidate during the ceremonies. We respectfully request that you do not come down on the stadium turf. Please remember that the last candidate across the stage is every bit as important as the first. Students, we ask that once you have completed your graduation walk, please return to your seat and remain seated until the conclusion of the program. To commemorate your participation in the ceremony today, each of you will receive a print of a watercolor painting of the Edmund Lowe Library Tower, done by OSU professor Mo Babisi. Each college has selected an outstanding representative student to lead their college processional and to be on stage with their dean. These students and their respective deans will be introduced as we begin their traditional walk. I would like to introduce the Dean of the Spears School of Business, Dr. Ken Eastman. The Spears School has chosen Daniel Guardo. Daniel is from Bourne, Texas, and is a candidate for a bachelor's degree in finance and economics. Okay, let's begin the walk.
Daniel Guajardo.
Peyton Lewis.
Caleb James Parker.
Cale Allen Purdy.
Haley Morgan.
Seth Arthur Welch.
Matthew Stevens.
Talon John Wilson.
Jacob Wernhart.
Zachary Askins.
Andy Brophy.
Daniel Supisi.
Nicholas Ryan Mazon.
Megan Riddell.
Tyler Lane Van Duzer.
Morgan Graham.
Caleb Krieger.
Catherine Christensen.
Dylan Roberman.
Alexandra Speed.
Savannah Joyce Snyder.
Kimberly Vandergrift.
Brooke Ashley Schneeberger.
Avery Cox.
Kaylee Ann Lewis.
Dominique Denise Cannon.
Madison Laree Oliver.
Stephen Vietz.
Sydney Tyndall.
Caden Klein.
Carly Calhoun.
Jordan Fenton.
Avonlea Annette Cates.
Jason Jaron Goins.
Jocelyn Iman Poppy Johnson.
Jordan Christine Rockins.
Kristen Vomistek.
Cheyenne Gable.
Gola Isabella Vang.
Joshua Shaw.
Timber Bradley.
Kitty Allen Welliver.
Casey Michelle Holland.
Mavisa Renee Garcia Mahalik.
Kine Parman.
Justin Henry Tibbs.
Jasmine Watley.
Kelsey Elizabeth Stokes.
Margaret Marie Gates.
Madison Nicole McCombs.
McKaylee Dawn Cranford.
Stanley Jackson Newman.
Teresa Lee Mullen.
Jason Bartell.
Emma Jo Boot.
Lane Fanning.
Courtney Lowe.
Jacob Thorley.
Bethany Nicole Henderson.
Caroline Grace Price.
Sanjam Patwalia.
Christopher Adrian Salazar.
Jacob Dyer.
Casey Robinson.
Jeremy Berg Matson.
Jessica Piazza.
Shelby Howerton.
Sean Michael Greinart.
Raquel Jackson.
Ty Cheesem.
Greeley Faith Bauman.
Karsten Christopher Sanders.
Natalie May Honore.
Taylor Riggs.
Casey Marie Kohler.
Casey Billingsley.
Lauren Elizabeth Hillhouse.
Blake Ryan Malley.
Eston Pakdimo Nadavong.
Tiffany Dutch.
Ryan King.
Lacey Starnes.
Ethan Garner.
Rainey Deeringwater.
Seth Schrader.
Ethan Peck.
Melissa Lee Romero.
Brett Clare.
Sandy Elizabeth Escalera.
Garrett Stark.
Carla Gonzalez Ariata.
Drew Butterbaugh.
Mackenzie Lee Mullane.
Cameron Lane.
Madison Nicole Boyle.
Jesse Arminio.
Anna Marie Andrews.
Luke Porter.
Desmond Crowder.
Shelby Lynn Schultz.
Spencer Stovall.
Lauren Bertram.
Hayden David Campbell.
Ronnie Lay Jr.
Zachary Lyle Wilson.
Justin Prather.
Brock Thomas Martin.
Andrew Peitzel.
Cole Jared Dunbar.
Austin Kraus.
Jordan Evans.
Mason Nutt.
Margaret Elizabeth McKibben.
Ryan Charles Scott.
Emily Victoria Lovearrow.
Mackenzie Autumn Green.
Sierra Cheyenne Smith.
Carson Linfesti.
Kirk Baird Chatney.
Kaylin Linfesti.
Andrew Farrell Brill.
Anna Mae Stallings.
William Dean West Bays.
Alex Payne.
Jacob Dylan Dover.
Ashley Lynn Ellis.
Kaylee Peyton Chatham.
Jessica Michelle Sapansky.
Maggie Lee Long.
Lauren Alexis Rankin.
Allison Leanne Bump.
Nicole Ann Thompson.
Alexandra Nalia Herrera.
Evan Schubert.
Warren Hammer.
Johnny Burton.
Joseph Thomas Seal.
Michael James Riley.
Lucas Stephen Dunn.
Angela Yoakum.
Keith Allen Howard.
Kaylee Stewart.
Heather Dawn Howard.
Jean Sanders.
Mallory Ann Siggins.
Carson Reed Dula.
Cameron Alexander Burdine.
Clarissa K. Thompson.
Jomana Saud Al-Mubasid.
Hannah Ladabouche.
Robert Townsend.
Hallie Sutter.
Kayla Maria Cronier.
Olivia Ramirez.
Camden Renee Cronier.
Allison Caldwell.
Wences Ramirez.
Skylar Banta.
Griffin Marks.
Nicole Pexa.
Brenna Ballard.
Morgan Lee Anderson.
Maddie Thompson.
Jackson George Simon Wilczek.
Mackenzie Sue Cole.
Andrew James Long.
Tori Dawn Bowers.
Michael Jonathan Nichols.
Justin Corey Stambaugh.
Hunter Ray Dawson.
Veronica Alexandria Lander.
Zachary Jonathan Stiegel.
Tiana Gorey.
Karsten Sessom.
Carson Seth Phillips.
Kennedy Brown.
Cash Everett.
Jordan Prince.
Casey Allen Williams.
Abigail Dawn Warwag.
United States Marine Corps veteran Jeffrey Rivas.
Alexandra Michelle Haynen.
Alicia Celine Perez.
Cody Owen Walker.
Rory Colin Mooney.
Weston Salmon.
Mark Alexander Way.
Joshua Garrett.
Michael Masucci.
Emma Grace Kinsey.
Andrew Dempsey.
Chloe Madison Webb.
Trace Cameron Black.
Marissa Faith Blunt.
Jesus Sanchez.
Brenda McClinathan.
Tyler Ray McBroom.
Rachel Beth Oftedal.
Isabel Maria Kempton.
Conlin Lee Keith Rubel.
Cooper Moore.
Salman Mohammed Al-Musad.
Stormy Renee Boston.
Amanda Taylor White.
River Stone Bennett.
Carly Georgianne Walstead.
Sean Conway.
Emily Bryn Nelson.
Lee Michelle Jones.
Megan Marie Pullen.
Corey McLaughlin.
Sarah Elizabeth Hand.
Christina Jackson.
Emma Lauren Whitaker.
Rosemary Rule.
Kristen Moore.
Jessica Leanne D'Souza.
Bailey Ann Dobler.
Jenny Selena Hoffman.
Evan Mark Fowler.
Janae B. Young.
Jonathan Brian Castles.
Emmy Nicole Kane.
Donald J. Thierry Jr.
Jessica Wynn.
Braxton Sherman.
Landon Gaines Dickey.
Dalton Foreman.
Renita Prince.
Colin Wesley Stitt.
Grant Hutchison.
Alexandria Elizabeth Ochoa.
Emily Bremonts.
Lake Anders Engelbert.
Dawson Dill.
Chris Green.
Sydney Gleason.
Joseph Brock Wright.
Delaney Sullivan.
James Austin Capps.
Mackenzie Miller.
Alexandra Althouse.
Amanda Abel.
Duff Althouse.
Melina Petchke.
Andrew Jason Samuels.
Bradley O'Neill.
Megan Elizabeth Samuels.
Childeha Kanu.
Megan Rose Moore.
Sydney Rose Buck.
Kayla Renee Sparks.
Abigail Jean Coates.
Alexis Quintel Schrouder.
Grace Zuking.
Wesley Fuller.
Herrick Elizabeth Noon.
Dylan Stobaugh.
Mackenzie Kate Bland.
Morgan Defoe.
Allison Mackenzie Sutherland.
Andrew Scott Hansen.
Shelby Elizabeth Strait.
Cheyenne Moselle Hankins.
Garrett Brantley Schmidt.
Chandler Lewis Stock.
Alexi Starr Swayhart.
Clayton Rush Kinzel.
Macy Porter Spear.
Joshua Sanders Cargile.
Farah Anderson.
Kyle Christopher Good.
Sarah Duca.
Emma Hatuvi.
Nicole Roseberry Stefanik.
Mackenzie Kaufman.
Maria Lee Pilato.
Amanda Ann Linhart.
Kaylee Michelle Bryan.
Elizabeth Lee Burles.
Carly Tanae Cotter.
Brooklyn Lee Skaggs.
Kennedy McCall Warwick.
Brittany Nicole Scott.
Lauren Nicole Eberhart.
Hannah Rose Judd.
Alexis Jade Williams.
Deborah Alice Emmert.
Jacqueline L. Romero.
Phoebe Pointer.
Cassidy Lauren Ballard.
Lauren Gail Sorrell.
Nicholas Ross Phillips.
Savannah McKinley Jones.
Emily Grace Willenborg.
Chase Harrison.
Robert Cole Icorn.
Janot Alice Mail.
Drake Vincent.
Emerson Collins.
Jillian Lawson.
Ramsey Lynn Tarrant.
Natalie Nicole York.
Paige Marie Kaiser.
Emily Elizabeth Cotton.
Will Jane.
Connor James Hostler.
Ethan Gonzalez.
Dalton Penwitzky.
Braxton Moss.
Gregory Robert Hayden.
Ashley Eastlick.
Haley Mackenzie Simpson.
CJ Bighart.
Cassidy Halstead.
Tanner Lingenfelter.
Madison Marie Feigley.
Peyton Davidson.
Alexis Undina Hightower.
Myers Turner.
Reese May Williams.
Mary Olivia Young.
Aubriana Marie Hannon.
Elizabeth Lee Taubert.
Lauren Rose Chase.
Catherine Grace Sigler.
Sarah Shepard.
Addison Elizabeth Brown.
Dane Campfield.
Julie Ann Gonzalez.
Rachel Lauren Nagalski.
Logan Patrick Kunkel.
Maximum Virgil Patrick Waller.
Tyler Toby.
Evan Jordan.
Jack Woodrow Bell.
Colin Dyson.
Brooke
Jared Reed Glass.
Brett Wilson.
Parker Leonardo Wilson.
Alex Hamilton Monick.
Sam Walter.
Stetson Wade DeHaas.
Austin Short.
Connor Craig Gregory.
JC Holbrook.
CJ Dixon.
Cale Jones.
Jonathan Wyckoff.
Madeline Nemec.
Trent Shine.
Francis Mignon Tarver.
Claire Elizabeth Oliphant.
Mia Bledsoe.
Noah Benjamin Hayes.
Reagan Isham.
Matthew James Monto Dale.
Kennedy Wingbermuley.
Drew Cushing.
Aiden Douglas McCullough.
Jonathan Mark McDonald.
Ashton Ray Stevens Bennett.
Alicia Marie Gill.
Heidi Joe Rosenberg.
Charles Scott Frank.
Victoria Reese Scott Gettle.
Jess Allen Duncan.
Michaela Brock Nottingham.
Nick Glazner.
Nicole Maria Stamatoyanakis.
Alex Leak.
Jason Pucciarelli.
Michael Buckley.
Bradley Michael Smith.
Brooke Merrill Snyder.
Lacey Payne.
Braden Johnson.
Donning Lynn.
Brendan James Evers.
Baunia Bonnie Lore.
Anthony Adrian Torres.
Samuel Vincent Weimer.
Kyle Ryan Edwards.
Alexis Sue Berry.
Nathan John Kelly.
Ryan Hotwagner.
Michaela Jean Stamper.
Nicholas Carl Durant.
Michael Candelaria.
Zachary Taylor Dean.
Ethan Slayball.
McKenna Nicole Teal.
Tyler Hickman.
Casey Moore.
Bradley Daniel Lasher.
Cameron Jantz.
Quentin Benedict.
Haley Smith.
Tyler Charles.
Riley Ann Holder.
Anna Paula Ojeda.
James Trenton Middleton.
Becca Suzanne Tripodi.
Julio Aranda.
Ava Jensen Wiggers.
Zoe Esther Pearl Atkins.
Dalton James Crabb.
Erica LaFrancis Farrell.
Carlos Gilson.
Justice Mustang.
Tucker Drew Wilson.
Courtney Corley.
Rhodey Hollingsworth.
Hannah Douglas Hampton.
Austin Carr.
Joy Zinn Pierce.
Danielle Lynn Gentry.
Landon Chase Heritage.
Lucas Barrio.
Dylan Smith.
Justice Marshall.
Lucas Manuel Garcia Berlanga.
Wynn Marshall.
Kalia Danae Longoria.
Luke McIntyre.
Jenna Ann Kosilianiak.
Samuel Reese Weddington.
Zach Miller.
Matthew Cameron Rogers.
Brady Bean.
Chandler Neeland Price.
Jevin Overton.
William Jarrell Drummond.
Rowdy Heath.
Danielle Luann Howler.
Reagan Noel Dobbins.
Jacob Michael Rhodes.
Bailey Ritchie.
Neil Niles.
Kristen Michelle Grant.
Logan Brow.
Hannah Sindelbach.
Connor Joel Burke.
Avery Player.
JC Beth Rattle.
Hayden Bobo.
Mary Joy Houghton.
Rudy Marlena Lorraine Thompson.
John Allen.
Brooklyn Moore.
Bailey Payne.
Hattie Lynn Stockton.
Crystal Henry.
Olivia May Ratcliffe.
Molly Cannon Mitchell.
Emily Angleton.
Madeline Elise Gutos.
Chase Burris.
Stephanie Ann Mayer.
Tyler Dudley.
Elisa Timian.
Michaela Marlene Albers.
Spencer Bowman.
Ashley Taylor Martin.
Leslie West.
Allison Bailey Dyer.
Brett Trisseline.
Kane Gabriel Clayton.
Trevor Ogitha Wood.
Joel Edward Kimball.
Jordan Charles Hubbard.
Marilyn Gonzalez Hernandez.
Megan Elizabeth Goodwin.
Nicholas Elder.
Jordan Lee Kepford.
Colton Bean.
Claire Donnelly.
Mitchell Ryan Rogers.
Mason Edward Morales.
Isaac Jackson.
Shelby Renee Wright.
Bailey Howard.
David Wayne French II.
Dominic Woodley.
Austin Randy Acker.
Jacob Northern.
Landon Dean Brace.
McKenna Gabrielle Russell.
Logan Brooks Ransom.
Jamie Race Craig.
Pierce Morton.
Abigail Grace Dickerson.
Carter Eugene Groundstrom.
Jeremiah McCaslin.
Casey Michael Hutchison.
Elijah White.
Mason Immel.
Dalton Duane Pontus.
John Cornuke.
Dawson Jet Randall Black.
Matthew Seligovich.
Samantha Jordan Schumacher.
Michael Selakovich.
Ethan Bradley Beckham.
Garrett Brady.
Jason Cade Andrews.
Wolfgang Flick.
Sarah Ruth Collum.
Colin Seco.
Erin Elizabeth Fredrickson.
William Joshua Howard.
Aaron Lee Kennedy.
Mitchell Neeson.
Anna Simon.
Joey Tripodi.
Connor Simmons.
Jared Kuykendall.
Justin Miller.
Walker Westerfield.
Io Olanian.
Ryan Patrick Roy.
Vaughn Dively.
Trevor James Moyer.
Alex Peralta.
Jacob Reed Jeffries.
Patrick Morera.
Zishuan Wong.
Trip Owen.
Sean Aarons.
Chase Quarter.
Melissa Renee Williams.
Robert Wilson Jr.
Marilee Fritz.
Luis Fernando Pacheco Lopez.
Sydney Christine Brady.
Jake Schroeder.
Kyle Lamar Kerr.
Kayla Schroeder.
Jared Keeler.
Cassidy K. Ricketts.
Cole Allen Brooks.
Shelby Lynn Stevens.
Sean Alexander Tolbert.
Alyssa Rose Schaefer.
Sarah Marion Matson.
Dan Johnson III.
Jacob Tyler Cates.
Shay Lauren Martin.
Caden Wall.
Connor McNabb.
Luke Grayson Romaser.
Hannah Lee Six.
Madison Ann Guddle.
Addison Paige Betts.
Elizabeth Darlene Burks.
Trevor Payne.
Parker Scott Stewart.
Matthew Charles.
Caleb Spangler.
Mackenzie Dakota Cunningham.
Mackenzie Salisbury.
Will Brandstetter.
Joshua Meza.
Chance Dalton Kane.
Landon Longacre.
Parker Gray Strickland.
Julia Graham.
Griffin Pierce Miller.
John Ramsey Moss.
Brett Austin Gerber.
August Wren Caspel.
Carson Rimchuk.
Mia Lynn McCullers.
Brendan Noblet.
Cassandra Harley Irvine.
Richard Tate Sewell.
Denise Gonzalez.
Shawnee Grady.
Elizabeth Perez.
Clayton Douglas Teeters.
Alyssa Michelle Marks.
Joshua Matthews.
Miranda Shay McDonald.
Reed Harrison Ruprecht.
Derek Ryan Stamper.
Cole Christopher Luckett.
Kaylin Marie Campbell.
Eli Freeman.
Cohen Shane Hunter.
Dylan Sutherland.
Lauren Elizabeth Grudzing.
Andrew Lincoln Moore.
Mackenzie Hosier.
Max Stephen Nicholson.
Amanda Faith Peterson.
Benjamin Nelson.
Peyton Garland McNabb.
Connor Myers.
Christopher Alex Marr.
Ryan Cannelly.
Thomas Michael Klein.
Carly Henniger.
Colin Michael Hogan.
Gracie Medellin.
Clayton Pellis.
Beverly Chantel Johnson.
Charles Edward Baker.
Jocelyn Andrea Flores.
Connor Ellis.
Arlene Aguero.
Thomas Allen Drakely Jr.
Maggie Ahern.
Allison Epperly.
Matthew Fielding Burns.
Cooper Rogers.
Taylor Leanne Simmons.
Eric Lurch.
Helen Grace Williams.
Camp Comstock.
Haley Janae Bachman.
Eric
Bockelman.
Plord.
Rafi Alec Demergian.
Garrett Walker.
Ryan Harris.
Corbin Knox.
Trevin Ruben Vasquez.
Max Barton Ryan.
Holden Bourne.
Daniel Jose Robledo.
Matthew Thomas Mudd.
Tyler Wade.
Miriam Nanau.
Sam Soren.
Carly Shea Lynch.
Anwar Thornton.
Nikki Dawn Freeman.
Sean Christopher Gassman.
Karis Brooke Strickland.
Samuel Joseph Gomez.
Tommy Ledford.
Yuki Michelle Clark.
Zachary Dale Kincannon.
Robert Keegan Binkley.
Braden Ryan Leslie Scott.
Zachary Mead.
Whitney Ann Rush.
Jeremy Byrne Herfelt.
Natalie Elizabeth Coffey.
Bruno Frost.
Taylor Michelle White.
Michael Robert Wesley Kanzler.
Kelly Ann Hirschbuehler.
Bryson James Holden.
Lydia Brooke Sander.
Jackson David Wrestler.
Haley Lynette Rail.
Christopher Stephen Reinke.
Maddie Renee Weatherly.
Tanner Ardrey.
Kaysen Skylar Smith.
Tatum Ann Santine.
Addison May Helms.
Madison Elise Moore.
Caroline Meredith Anderson.
Hung Win.
Jake Jensen.
Callie Paige Curtis.
Uriah Robinson.
William Matthew Stroman.
Maria Alessa.
Landon Lights Out Steinbrecker.
Casey Barr II.
Carson David Bradshaw.
Jacob McGee.
Jake Wilsey.
Pumala Sangsanavong.
Philip The Situation Trailer.
Xavier Carl James Scrapper.
Kevin Michael Otum.
Joshua Ong.
Kylie Brooke Johnson.
DJ Scott Whitworth.
Courtney Christian Burchett.
Zach Schwab.
Gregory Hawkert.
Josh Beery.
Allie Den.
Landon Treat Rogers.
Glory Rochelle Woolley.
Brent Mosley.
Fuala Takong.
Brandon Edward Stevenson.
Katie Shell.
Noah Isaac Russell.
Cornelius Putnam.
Matthew Thomas Eubanks.
Charles Ackerson Gifford.
Austin Emmanuel Adudel.
Ben Ross Calder.
Aaron McCullough.
Garrett Stephen Smith.
Zachary Donald Tatum.
Luke Longhouse.
Caden Will Burchard.
Michaela Joy Bayer.
Braden Campbell Brown.
Rhea Sutherland.
Colton Brooks Hadwiger.
Chloe Ray Beck.
Lauren Elise Ortega Wade, 2017 OSU Spirit Rider.
Allison Cocojohn.
Harley Huff, Spirit Rider 2019.
Raven Osborne.
Taylor Grace Tunstra.
Julia Elizabeth Bircher.
Jackson Ray Elzy.
Isabella Pfeffer.
Raymond Odala Longwan.
Brooklyn Elaine Wilson.
Jordan Scott McNair.
Kaylin Deshawn Love.
Anesu Brandon Sitole.
Cruz Tejeda Dubon.
Legend Larry Parks.
Caleb Watson.
Melissa Eggers.
Sierra Jones.
Chastity Michaela Winslet.
Brian Franco.
Javiana Jewel Inez Golden.
Eric Tuku Rugu.
Cassandra Queen McDaniel.
Shazia Kasim.
Anna Shanice Love.
Elisa Pina Perez.
Molly Ray Sanders.
Diana Santillon.
Abby Masters.
David Omar Alatori.
Jared Sutton.
Taylor Fuel.
Rebecca Blunden.
Savannah Scott.
Ashley Gates Patel.
Megan Mobus Needham.
Card. Nicole Lynn Johnson.
Aaron Herbert Alphin.
Chavi Nijwan.
Annie Vo.
Sarah Karki.
Demi Alexis Javier.
Gavin Pilgrim.
Ramon Daniel Hernandez.
Maria Ramsey. Jacqueline Ramos. Latayla Mache Dean. Chuba Hubbard. Amen Agbanbamiga. Amadou Fofana. Austin Sky Roderick. Lane Allen Myers. This concludes recognition of the graduates from the Spears School of Business. Please join me in congratulating them.
Would the students please rise? On the recommendation of the respective faculties and the deans of the colleges, and with the approval of the Board of Regents for Oklahoma State University and the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, it is my distinct privilege, as President of Oklahoma State, to confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended and to invest you with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Please change your tassels from the right to the left. I hope you know how proud we are of you and your accomplishments. I hope you will remain true to your alma mater, come back to campus when you can, bring money, and wear bright orange every chance you get. As new alumni, may the words which you are about to sing take on a very special meaning for you and all as we join in the singing of our alma mater. Thank you for coming to OSU's 142nd commencement. The student recessional will be after the platform party recesses. Congratulations and go Pokes!
see Wyoming, where life's woolly and wild. Being a Navy brat and a cowboy hat and that Copenhagen smile. And from bucking broncs to honky-tonks, he always sang a cowboy song. We were much too young, having too much fun, as we all sang along. And we sang along, say highway, there's only one way you're gonna get through. When she starts to twist, be more like Chris, pull your hat down tight, and just do it when that whistle blows and the crowd explodes, and them pick up dinner at your side. They tell you good ride, cowboy, good ride. Take a ride. Well, go buckets to go records, but once again he was spinning round. Took the whole world on, and he turned us on to that western underground. And from bareback Jack to this cowboy's hat, the songs were stronger than his pain. He would not slow down from town to town like children running through the rain. And we sang along, say highway, there's only one way you're gonna get through it. But when she starts to twist, be more like Chris, pull your hat down tight, and just do it when that whistle blows and that crowd explodes, and then pick up dinner at your side. They tell you good ride, cowboy, good ride. We sang along, say highway, there's only one way you're gonna get through it. Yeah, when she starts to twist, be more like Chris, pull your hat down tight. Let me have it. When a whistle blows and that crowd explodes, and then pick up dinner at your side. They tell you good ride, cowboy, good ride. Been across that river Jordan with St. Peter on the other side. Singing good ride, cowboy, good ride. Say good ride, cowboy, good ride. have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied a knot. His heart was a minute. He just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told? California's full of whiskey, women and ghosts, sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, with a dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. I'd be wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a